jacket still hanging by the kitchen door, like you might come back and wear it once more. The coffee cup you loved is cracked, but I keep it there. Like broken little things still deserve some care. The hallway feels longer than it did before. Your footsteps don't echo on the wooden floor, and he keeps waiting when the sun goes down by the window where you used to turn around. I can pack the pictures, I can change the sheets, I can learn to live with an empty seat. But every time he runs to the sound of a car, I fall apart right where we are. So tell me, who keeps the dark when we can't keep us together? Who holds him when the nights get cold and the rain feels like forever? He doesn't know about goodbye, he only knows your name. And I don't know how to explain that love can leave without a reason, that homes can break without a sound. We lost the life we dreamed of, but he still thinks you're coming around. So tell me, who keeps the dark when I'm still keeping all the pain? His leash is still beside your favorite chair. He brings it to me like you're hiding somewhere. I walk the same street where we used to laugh. Now I'm just one heart pulling both our past. The neighbors ask me how you've been. I smile like I know where to begin. But how do I say you're gone for good when even I don't think I understood? I can throw away the flowers you forgot, I can stop pretending we're something we're not. But when he lays his head where your hands used to be, he remembers you better than me. So tell me, who keeps the dark when we can't keep us together? Who holds him when the nights get cold and the rain feels like forever? He doesn't know about goodbye, he only knows your name. And I don't know how to explain that love can leave without a reason, that homes can break without a sound. We lost the life we dreamed of, but he still thinks you're coming around. So tell me, who keeps the dark when I'm still keeping all the pain? Maybe he should go with you, maybe he should stay with me. Maybe either way he'll feel the missing in between. He was there when we were happy, sleeping at the end of the bed. Now he's curled up in the silence where your promises used to rest. And if I let him go tomorrow, I lose the last soft piece of you. But if I make him stay beside me, I'll keep waiting for you too. So tell me, who keeps the dark when love becomes a memory? Who teaches him that broken homes can still hold something gently? He doesn't know you walked away, he only knows the door. And I don't know who I am in this house anymore. You took your books, your shirts, your plans, you left your shadow in the hall. But the hardest thing you left behind still comes running when I call. So tell me, who keeps the dark when we can't keep us together? Who holds them through the lonely nights when I thought you were forever? He's sleeping on your side tonight, like he still believes you'll come home. And I whisper, I'm missing too, so he won't feel alone. Who keeps the dark when the love is gone? Who keeps the dark when I'm barely holding on? We sit on opposite sides of the same old bed, with 1,000 heavy words we never said. Your phone lights up, but your eyes stay low, and I pretend there's nothing I should know. The room is warm, but your hands are cold. We're not young, but we're not old. Just two tired hearts in a house we made, watching all the colors fade. I still remember when your arms felt like home. Now I'm lying beside you, feeling alone. There's no shouting, no breaking doors, just silence where love was before. We don't touch anymore, not like we used to do. Your body's here beside me, but I can't reach you. We don't kiss in the kitchen, we don't dance in the rain. We don't hold on tightly when we're both in pain. We say goodnight like strangers and turn to different shores. I miss the way you love me. We don't touch anymore. The dress you liked last night, you said it looked nice without looking twice. I laughed too loud at something on TV, just to feel you notice me. Your sweater still smells like yesterday, when forever didn't feel so far away. Now even your shadow passes mine, like we're both afraid to cross the line. I keep waiting for your hand to find the part of me you left behind. But you sleep so still, you breathe so far, like I'm not lying where you are. We don't touch anymore, not like we used to do. Your body's here beside me, but I can't reach you. We don't kiss in the kitchen, we don't dance in the rain. We don't hold on tightly when we're both in pain. We say goodnight like strangers, then turn to different shores. I miss the way you love me. We don't touch anymore. Is this how love disappears? Not with anger, not with tears, just two hands that used to meet, forgetting how to cross the sheets. I'd rather fight, I'd rather cry than feel you slowly say goodbye. With every inch between our skin, you leave without leaving. We don't touch anymore, and it hurts more than goodbye, because you're still here breathing, but something in us died. We don't reach in the darkness, we don't hold through the storm. We don't fall into each other to keep each other warm. Now love is just a habit, a key inside the door of life. We keep pretending we don't touch anymore. I almost almost held your hand tonight, but you moved it in your sleep. So I held my own heart gently and let the silence keep. We don't touch anymore. No, we don't touch anymore. I'm losing you slowly, and you don't even know it anymore. I set the table like I always do. One plate for me and one for you. The candles burned with a tired flame, like they already knew nothing felt the same. You poured the water, I passed the wine. We both kept staring at the silver lines. Forks and knives made the only sound, while everything we built fell down. There were so many things I wanted to say, but your eyes were already far away. So I swallowed my heart with every bite and watched us disappear tonight. This is our last dinner in silence. No shouting, no tears on the floor. Just two broken people pretending we're not closing the door. This is our last dinner in silence, with goodbyes sitting between. The love we couldn't save and the life we used to dream. You didn't reach for my hand, I didn't ask you to stay. We just let the quiet take us, one breath at a time away. The soup got cold, the bread went dry. You cleared your throat, I closed my eyes. I knew the words before they came. You said my name like it caused you pain. The clock kept ticking on the wall, like it was counting down it all. And in the chair where love once sat, there was nothing but the space we had. I wanted to laugh like we used to before, when dancing happened on the kitchen floor. But the room felt heavy, the light felt blue, and I was already losing you. This is our last dinner in silence. No shouting, no tears on the floor. Just two broken people pretending we're not closing the door. This is our last dinner in silence, with goodbyes sitting between. The love we couldn't save and the life we used to dream. You didn't reach for my hand, I didn't ask you to stay. We just let the quiet take us, one breath at a time away. Maybe love doesn't always break like glass across the ground. Maybe sometimes it fades so slow you never hear the sound. Maybe hearts don't always scream when they finally come apart. Maybe goodbye is just a meal with silence at the heart. And I'll remember how you looked in the soft and dying light, like someone I still love so much, who couldn't love me right. This is our last dinner in silence. The candles are almost gone. I'm still sitting in the wreckage of where we once belonged. washed your plate with shaking hands, left your glass beside the sink. Some goodbyes are loud and cruel, but ours was too quiet to think. Last dinner in silence, last look in your eyes, last time I called you mine, before we said goodbye. I found your ring beside the bed, where all our final words were said. A little circle, cold and still, a promise time forgot to fill. The morning light came soft and gray, like it was scared to touch the day. Your suitcase left a hollow line across the room, across my mind. I can fold your shirts, I can close the door, I can tell myself I won't cry anymore. But one small thing on the wooden floor breaks me worse than before. You're leaving your ring behind, like love was something you could forget, like forever was only a moment. You haven't learned to regret. You're leaving your ring behind, but taking every part of me. How can something so small hold the weight of what we used to be? I'm standing in the quiet with goodbye burning in my eyes. You walked away from our whole life, leaving your ring behind. I didn't touch it for a while, I just stared through a broken smile, like maybe if I let it stay, you wouldn't really be away. The coffee's cold, the clock is slow, your shadow's everywhere I go. I hear your voice in empty rooms, still saying things you never do. I can wash the sheets, I can change the name, I can hide the pictures in a silver frame, but I can't make my heart believe you meant to leave this piece of me. You're leaving your ring behind, like love was something you could forget, like forever was only a moment. You haven't learned to regret. You're leaving your ring behind, but taking every part of me. How can something so small hold the weight of what we used to be? I'm standing in the quiet with goodbye burning in my eyes. You walked away from our whole life, leaving your ring behind. Did it feel too heavy on your hand? Did it shine too bright against your plans? Was I too much or not enough? Was the gold too soft to hold our love? I thought a circle never ends, I thought we'd break and bend and mend, but now it's just a piece of light beside the place you slept last night. You're leaving your ring behind, and I'm leaving the tears where they fall. I don't know how to carry the silence after losing it all. You're leaving your ring behind, but I still wear your goodbye in every breath, in every room, in every lonely night. I wish I could hate you, I wish I could close my eyes, but you left me with forever after choosing a new life. So I put your ring inside a box with the letters I can't read, and I whispered to the empty house, you were everything to me. You're leaving your ring behind, but the pain still wears your name. A circle with no ending, from a love that couldn't stay. You stood beside the open door with your suitcase on the floor. I watched you fold your favorite coat, like every word was in your throat. The morning looked too soft to leave, but you were done believing me. I wanted one last piece of you before the room became the truth. I thought you'd turn around somehow and pull me close before goodbye, but you just stared at empty ground while I tried not to cry. You're leaving without your hug, without the arms I used to know, without the warmth that kept me safe when the world felt cold. You're leaving without your hug, like I'm already not your love, like holding me one final time would hurt you too much. And I don't know what breaks me more, the closing of the door, or knowing I'm not even worth the comfort I'm dreaming of. You're leaving with your suitcase, leaving with my heart, leaving without your hug. I almost said please stay tonight, but my voice got lost inside. You checked your phone, you checked the time, like we were strangers in a line. Your keys were shaking in your hand. I guess some ends are never planned, they just arrive with quiet feet and leave you standing incomplete. I remember when you couldn't sleep without your arms around my waist. Now there's a mile between our skin and the smallest hallway space. You're leaving without your hug, without the arms I used to know, without the warmth that kept me safe when the world felt cold. You're leaving without your hug, like I'm already not your love, like holding me one final time would hurt you too much. And I don't know what breaks me more, the closing of the door, knowing I'm not even worth the comfort I'm dreaming of. You're leaving with your suitcase, leaving with my heart, leaving without your hug. Was I too fragile to touch? Was goodbye already enough? Did you think if you held me, you might remember us? I would've kept that moment like a blanket through the pain. One last breath against your chest, one last whisper of my name. But you saved all your softness for somewhere I can't see, and left me with two empty arms that still reach out in my sleep. You're leaving with your hug. Now the hallway feels colder than it ever did before. I keep staring at the place where you walked out the door, and I hold myself tonight, but it's never close enough. You left me with goodbye, and without your hug. It's almost midnight, my room is blue. I said I wouldn't look for you, but my hands still know the way to your name on the screen again. You're laughing under city lights with someone standing by your side. I tell myself it's just a post, but it hurts more than I want you to know. I can mute your number, delete our songs, pretend I've been moving on, but one small circle around your face pulls me back to yesterday. I'm watching your story alone in the dark with a breaking heart. You look so happy without me, like I was never your missing part. I'm watching your story alone while the whole world keeps going by. You found a way to smile again, and I'm still learning how to survive. You don't know I'm here, crying through the glow of my phone. You moved on in color, I fell apart in monochrome. I'm watching your story alone, still loving you from a place you'll never call home. You're drinking coffee in our old cafe, the one where you promised you'd always stay. I zoom in like I'll find a clue that somewhere inside you miss me too. Your jacket looks like the one I wore when you kissed me outside my door. Now every second disappears, but the pain stays longer than 24 hours. I wish I didn't care this much. I wish my heart could lose your touch, but every photo, every song makes goodbye feel not so long. I'm watching your story alone in the dark with a breaking heart. You look so happy without me, like I was never your missing part. I'm watching your story alone while the whole world keeps going by. You found a way to smile again, and I'm still learning how to survive. You don't know I'm here, crying through the glow of my phone. You moved on in color, fell apart in monochrome. I'm watching your story alone, still loving you from a place you'll never call home. Maybe I should block you, maybe I should let you fade, maybe I should stop reopening every wound you made. But I keep tapping through the memories like they might change their end. Like one day your story might say, I miss you, come back again. And I hate how hope is quiet, but it never leaves the room. It sits beside me every night, wearing your perfume. I'm watching your story alone, with tears falling on my sleeve. You're living like we never happened, and I'm dying quietly. black, but I still want our old life back. I whisper your name to the empty room, like maybe it will reach you. I'm watching your story alone, and I hate that it's true. You're just a memory now, but I still belong to you. I watched the station lights turn blue, with one less suitcase full of you. The train was waiting on the track, and pride was holding me from looking back. You stood there quiet in the rain, trying not to say my name. I told myself that leaving was brave, but I was only running from the love we made. Now every mile feels like a lie, every window shows your eyes. I thought goodbye would make me free, but freedom doesn't feel like me. I wish I stayed behind, wish I never crossed that line. Wish I held you in the doorway and said I'm scared, but I'll still try. I wish I stayed behind, where your heart was still with mine. Now I'm chasing empty distance with your memory by my side. I left the only home I had to prove that I could be alright, but I lost myself the moment I walked out of your life. I wish I stayed behind. I wish I stayed behind. The city doesn't know my name, it only teaches me new ways to ache. The room I rent has clean white walls, but no one hears me when I fall. I make my coffee, burn my toast, talk to your picture like a ghost. I say I'm better, say I'm strong, then cry because I know I'm wrong. I can change the street, I can change the sky, but I can't change the reason why I broke the thing I needed most and left my heart with you like a code. I wish I stayed behind, wish I never crossed that line. Wish I held you in the doorway and said I'm scared, but I'll still try. I wish I stayed behind, where your heart was still with mine. Now I'm chasing empty distance with your memory by my side. I left the only home I had to prove that I could be alright, but I lost myself the moment I walked out of your life. I wish I stayed behind. I wish I stayed behind. Maybe you waited for a while, maybe you learned a different smile. Maybe my side of the bed doesn't hurt you anymore. Maybe your hands have learned to hold a life where I'm not coming home. Maybe I'm the only one still standing at that door. If time could bend, if roads could turn, if hearts could touch the past they burned, I'd run back through the rain and pride and never leave your side. I wish I stayed behind, wish I chose your hand, not mine. Wish I told the truth that morning. I was scared of love, not time. I carry this regret like a song I can't unlearn. Some roads don't take you forward, they just show you where to turn. And if your heart still hears me across the years and miles, know I loved you when I left you, but I wish I stayed behind. I saw the way you looked at her like she was mourning after rain, like every broken part of you forgot it ever felt pain. I stood beside you with a smile, pretending I was fine, but every time you said her name, it broke this heart of mine. I know she never did me wrong, she only has the place I want. And I hate how much it hurts to wish I was her. I wish I was her, the one you run to, the one you hold close when the night feels too blue. I wish I was her, the name you whisper, the heart you choose first, the one you remember. I'm standing here loving you while you don't see me burn. God, it hurts to be me when I wish I was her. She makes you laugh the way I tried, but mine was never quite enough. I gave you every piece of me, you gave her all your love. I know I shouldn't compare, but I do it every night, wondering what she has in her that made you see the light. I don't wanna be bitter, I don't wanna feel this moment, but watching you love someone else is the hardest pain of all. I wish I was her, the one you run to, the one you hold close when the night feels too blue. I wish I was her, the name you whisper, the heart you choose first, the one you remember. I'm standing here loving you while you don't see me burn. God, it hurts to be me when I wish I was her. Maybe someday I'll stop asking why I wasn't enough. Maybe someday I'll stop calling this heartbreak love. Maybe I'll learn I deserve someone who looks at me that way. But tonight I'm still watching the dream I couldn't make me stay. I wish I was her, but I'm learning slowly. I can't lose myself for someone who won't hold me. I wish I was her, but I'm tired of crying for a love that keeps choosing a life where I'm hiding. I'm standing here letting go, though it's quietly while you love her completely. Pack my heart in a paper bag with all the dreams we almost had. The sky was gray, the street was long. I told myself I must be strong. You stood there in the rearview light, getting smaller in the quiet night. I kept my hands upon the wheel, pretending I knew how to heal. But every mile I drive away feels like one more mistake I made. I thought leaving would set me free, but your memory follows me. I chose the wrong road, I took the wrong turn, I left the only love I never learned to earn. I thought the open highway would save me from the pain, but every road without you leads me back to rain. I chose the wrong road, now I'm lost and cold, trying to outrun a heart that still wants to go home. The radio plays our favorite song like it doesn't know that you are gone. I pass the places we once knew, every window looks like you. The motel light is blinking blue, I lie awake and think of you. There's no one here to hear me cry, no arms to hold me through the night. I told myself I needed space, but I miss your voice, I miss your face. I thought goodbye would make me whole, but it only broke my soul. I chose the wrong road, I took the wrong turn, I left the only love I never learned to earn. I thought the open highway would save me from the pain, but every road without you leads me back to rain. I chose the wrong road, now I'm lost and cold, trying to outrun a heart that still wants to go home. Maybe pride was in the driver's seat, maybe fear was holding on to me, maybe I was scared to stay, so I became the one who walked away. Now the stars look tired above this town, and all my tears keep falling down. I wish the past had warning signs before I crossed that final line. I chose the wrong road, and I know it now. I broke the love we built, but I don't know how to turn this car around, to undo what I said, to bring back the girl who believed in forever again. I chose the wrong road, now the night feels long, every mile keeps asking why I let you go. I thought I was leaving sadness, but I left my heart instead. Now every road I'm taking leads to words I never said. If I could find my way back, I'd knock on your door, tell you I was foolish and I don't wanna run the headlights keep fading, and the truth cuts slow. I didn't lose my way, love. I chose the wrong road. I blame the rain for the way you left, blame the cold for the silence in your breath, blame the distance, blame the years, blamed every night that ended in tears. I told my friends you stopped trying, that you were the reason love kept dying. But in the quiet when the lights are gone, the truth sits down and sings alone. I see the moments I pushed you away, all the words I was too proud to say. I wanted love but I made it hard, then wondered why you hid your heart. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe I broke what I called home. Maybe you were reaching for me and I kept turning into stone. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe I hurt you more than I knew. I was so busy feeling broken, I never saw I was breaking you. Now I'm holding every memory like a mirror I can't face. You didn't leave me suddenly, I slowly made you feel replaced. Maybe it was my fault all along, and I'm sorry too late. I remember your eyes at the kitchen light, trying to talk to me that night. You said I feel lonely standing here, and I made your pain disappear. Not with comfort, not with care, I just acted like it wasn't there. I was scared to be the one to blame, so I turned your sadness into shame. You asked for softness, I gave you walls. You asked for truth, I gave nothing at all. Now every echo in this room sounds like the love I took from you. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe I broke what I called home. Maybe you were reaching for me and I kept turning into stone. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe I hurt you more than I knew. I was so busy feeling broken, I never saw I was breaking you. Now I'm holding every memory like a mirror I can't face. You didn't leave me suddenly, I slowly made you feel replaced. Maybe it was my fault all along, and I'm sorry too late. I wish I could call you tonight, not to ask you to come back, just to tell you I understand the love I didn't know how to have. I wish I could hold your tired hands and say you deserved more than this, more than my fear, more than my pride, more than a cold goodnight kiss. I thought being hurt gave me the right to close my heart and call it strength, but now I know I lost you. One careless day at a length. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe I was blind, not strong. Maybe you stayed as long as you could in a place you didn't belong. Maybe it was my fault all along, maybe goodbye was all you had left, after loving me through every storm while I kept running from myself. Now I'm sitting sorry too late. So I won't call you cruel, I won't say you were wrong. Some people don't leave love, they leave where they don't belong. And if you ever think of me, I hope the pain is gone. I loved you the best I could, but it was my fault all along.